Domesticated Donald is a 2000 Disney cartoon. I watched it as part of House of Mouse episode Mickey vs. Shelby, and it fits in very well because this is all about Shelby. Now, there were two cartoons in that episode. The other one was Donald's Shell Shots, which I loved, much to my surprise. This one, I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It's not the worst, and compared to other Baby Shelby cartoons, it's actually one of the better ones, but I didn't think it was brilliant. It starts off with the viewer finding out that Daisy had previously lent Donald some money so he could buy some shoes, which I thought was brilliant. And Donald has to admit that he actually spent the money on video games, and throughout most of the cartoon, it does feature a handheld device that looks an awful lot like a Game Boy. And Daisy says, well, you can earn that money back then by babysitting. And it's baby Shelby Donald has to babysit. Daisy and baby Shelby's mother go off shopping, and Donald has to babysit baby Shelby. And what follows is the usual setup of baby Shelby running riot, causing all kinds of problems for Donald, and Donald becoming increasingly exasperated. I didn't love it. I quite like the setup. I like the whole babysitting concept, the fact that Donald needed shoes. That aspect of it I quite enjoyed. But I felt like it was very repetitive. And after the first kind of 10 seconds of Donald babysitting baby Shelby, maybe that's unfair, maybe the first 30 seconds, it stopped interesting me because I could kind of predict what baby Shelby was going to do. If not exactly, then at least generally it wasn't that surprising, it wasn't that interesting. Maybe if it was the first baby Shelby cartoon I'd ever seen, it wouldn't have been so bad. But I feel like the character is very irritating and very predictable, and for that reason, I just didn't love it. Yep, I love the setup of the narrative. I love the structure of it. There were some good bits at the beginning, but it's definitely not a favourite. It may be a favourite Baby Shelby cartoon, but that's not saying very much. Domesticated Donald is one that I didn't mind watching as part of Mickey vs. Shelby, but it's unlikely I'll ever seek it out to watch it on its own.